attack class. Let's be busy. We'll start with our warm-up. So I'm going to just bring this down a little bit so we can see my feet. All right. We're going to start on this side and then move to this side. I'm not going to say right and left because I never know if the computer is mirroring me or whatever. So we're going to go from this side to this side. We'll do our toe drops first, 8 times around, and then 4 times and 4 times. And today we're going to do 2 once, and we'll do our singles twice through. Just the drops. Ready? Here we go. And 2. Single, 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 other foot. 4. Nice. Yeah. All right. Same thing with our digs. We're going to heel dig first. Remember that on 8, we're going to close on the 8. So we can't really do singles. We would be like trying to do that, right? Because we need this stamp to move to the next whatever it is that we're doing. So when we do 8, we'll do 7, 8. When we do 4 times, we will do 3, 4. And when we do the 2s, we will do 1, 2. And then we're going to do the 2s twice around. So we'll do the same thing with the heel digs and the toe digs. I'm going to turn a little bit to the side so you can see me better. Starting with our this leg. Ready? 6, 7, and 2. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two, 3, 4. Right to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. Nice. Very good. Let's take a look at some of the downward ending skills that we know. Step. Just the ball of the foot. Step, step, step. Change that. And we have a stamp, stamp, foot. We're going to go step, 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 step. All right, let's look at that again. So we did 4 steps, 4 stamps, and then a step and a step and a stamp, because it sounds cool. Starting with this foot. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and stop. Now look what happened. Ta-da! We're ready for the other foot. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, stamp. So looking at this foot again, we did stamp, step, 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 stamp, stamp, step, 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 stamp. We're doing all of that, moving from this leg to this leg, all the way through. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, change. Yeah. All right, let's do that again. Ready? Here we go. going to assume that because you're so fabulous, that looks wonderful and fantastic. Let's take a look at brush step down, which is our flap. So the brush is upward ending, but when we add it to the step, it changes weight. Brush step, brush step. If I'm turning this way so you can see, it looks like this. Brush step, brush step, brush step, brush step. A flap typically travels, doesn't have to, but sometimes it's easier if it does when we're practicing. So if you have space, you can move this wherever you want. So now we're going to start with this foot. Brush, step on it. This leg is now available and ready to go. Brush, step on it. Brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step. Don't get dizzy. And now your calves are completely warmed up. If you need to give them a stretch, give them a stretch. So let's take a look at what that looks like if we add in a heel drop. We did those at the beginning of the class. We already know that's a downward ending skill. We also know that we changed weight on the step, not the heel drop. Brush, change weight, add the heel drop. Brush, change, I'm already standing over here, add the heel drop. Brush, step, heel. Brush, step, heel. Now you might think of it, if you have a bar to hold on to, because this can be hard for balancing, a chair, the counter, or whatever. Brush, step, you can already pick up this foot and then drop the heel. Brush, change weight, heel. Brush, change weight, heel. Brush, step, 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 heel. Now that's really kind of making it more difficult than it needs to be. So if you understand that concept and you can feel yourself standing on the step, then we don't have to lift the other foot. We can land on it. You can see that my weight is already in that versus being back here, my weight changed. Heel, drop. Brush, step, heel, drop. Follow that, heel. It can go anywhere you want. From here to the front, it doesn't have to go anywhere. I can go over here, and then I can go back where I was. I did that by turning my knees outward over my toes. Or it can go here. And I don't have to make it move because I can go flat, heel, and then bring this one back and land in the same place. Wherever I take the step, that's where I'm going to be or land. So those are forward moving, or that action goes to the front, if you will. We started up, we went down, and ended forward. We can also do that spank coming back. So we would flex the foot so that we can brush back with the ball or the toe tap, and then we can put that down, and there's a step there as well, okay? So we can brush back or spank, step, heel. So let's look at the other foot. Spank, step, heel. Spank, step, heel. Pick it up. Spank, step, heel. So remember, on the step, I'm already changing my weight. Spank, step, heel. Spank, step, heel. Spank, step, heel. Spank, step, heel. So can you kind of see that that feels weird because you're having to pick your foot up in the front of you. You don't have to do that. There's something called rocking chair. So we're just going to peek our tippy toes up a little bit. I'm going to move this foot so you can see it better. Tippy toes come off the floor. And that gives me the ability to do the spank step. Spank. Step it down, drop the heel. Now this one's ready to rocking chair. Spank, step, heel drop. Rocking chair. Spank, step, heel, drop, spank, step, heel, spank, step, heel, spank, step, heel. I'm kind of out of room, so I'm going to turn around, and we're going to do that some more. When I get ready to start it, I'm going to bring this toe up. Whatever this leg is, right or left, the leg you're using, that foot makes all the sounds. Spank, step, heel. So that one made all the sounds. Whatever foot I'm using. That's important to know because later on, when we learn some drawbacks, then the sounds are going to change, alternate feet. So you need to know that when you do a back flap, whatever foot is working, that foot makes all the sounds. All right. Let's take a look at our shuffle ball change combo that we've been working on. So we're going to start with this foot again. We're going to pick it up off the floor. Brush, spank, stamp. We already know this. That's a shuffle stamp, and it changes weight every time. We also know this. Brush, spank, step, heel, drop. Brush, spank, step, heel, drop. Changes weight every time. Now, we also have learned ball change. Remember that ball change goes foot behind you, ball change. I'm going to turn around so that we can do that together. Ball change. Remember, I'm on the ball of my foot, my toes out, and then I'm going to change with a stamp. You can also call this step, stamp. We already know that a step is a downward ending skill that takes weight. Step. So is a stamp. So we can do this all day long, and we still are going to be on the same foot. Add a shuffle, brush, spank, ball, change. And then I'm ready to use the same leg again. Brush, spank, ball, change. Brush, spank, ball, change. Brush, spank, ball, change. Brush, spank, ball, change. So what we see there is the same leg moving over and over. How are we ever going to get over to the other side? Well, we can add the step, heel, or a stamp. So let's look at one shuffle ball change. And then we've got to get to the other side. So let's just do a shuffle stamp. A stamp, downward ending, takes weight. Now this leg is ready to go. So let's practice shuffle ball change on this one. Let's just practice just the ball change. We didn't really do this side. Ball change, ball change, ball change, ball change. Now this foot's ready for brush, spank, ball change. Brush, spank, ball change. Brush, spank, ball change. Brush, spank, ball change. And you know that a brush and a spank together is called a shuffle. So that's a shuffle ball change. Now let's see how about changing weight on that. We're going to do one shuffle ball change and then a shuffle stamp. Shuffle, ball change, shuffle, stamp. Now we're going to go back and forth with that simple combo. One ball change and one stamp. Arms can go here, or if you need the arms to be out here for balance, if this feels better, or I tend to do this a lot. Whatever feels right, we're not worried about our arms right now. All right, so stand into this foot and have this leg ready. 6, 7, and shuffle, ball change, no shuffle stamp, change, weight. Shuffle, ball change, shuffle stamp, change, weight. Shuffle, ball change, shuffle stamp, other side, shuffle, ball change, now ready, finish. All right, same combo, but this time we're going to shuffle ball change. Then we're going to add a shuffle and a step heel. Shuffle, step, heel, drop. Now we're ready for the side. Shuffle, ball change, shuffle, step. I'm already over. I'm not going to do this. Step. That's not a step. I'm still standing here. Step, drop this heel. shuffle, ball change. Now shuffle, step on it, drop the heel. This foot's ready. Shuffle, ball change. Step on it, change weight, drop the heel. Shuffle, ball change. Shuffle, step on it, change. Yeah, okay, all right. I hope that's making some sense. So now we're going to put together a little bit more for that combination. We're going to do 3 shuffle ball changes and then 1 shuffle step heel. And then we're just going to keep going, changing signs. We're going to do it 2 sets, so 4 times. Ready? Here we go. Shuffle, ball change. That's 1. Shuffle and 2. Shuffle and 3. Now we do a shuffle, change weight. Shuffle, ball change. Shuffle, ball change. This is 3. Now take a shuffle, step, heel. Shuffle, ball change. 2. Now change your weight right here, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Ready? Here we go. Shuffle, step, heel. All right. So that's a really good combo. Now just know that at any time that you want to stop, go back and look at something, definitely do that. So if you feel like you'd like to do that part a few more times, just back up and do it again, or pause and do it without me. So my feelings won't be hurt. I'll never know. All right, so moving on, because that's what we do when we learn new things. We have to learn something else. We're going to take a look at cramp roll. And cramp roll is something that we already know. Step, step, heel, heel. So in our warm-up, we do this as drop, 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 drop. But because we're going to lift our feet up and change weight every time, literally taking our weight to each side, we're going to take it up with a step. Now we're standing here. And a step. Now we're standing here. Then we drop this one and this one. So if I turn, you can see it looks like this. Step, step, heel, heel. Step, step, heel, heel. That's a cramp roll. Right now we need to do the other foot. Step, step, heel, heel. Step, step, heel, heel. And then we can start to speed that up. And so it just becomes kind of a fun thing. Step, step, heel, heel. All right, let's take it to the other side, kind of slow. So that's your cramp roll. And that's something that we would do like inside of a combo. We don't necessarily just do 5 or 6 of those in a row whenever we're doing choreography. That would be a little unusual. But eventually you can make it sound like a horse. So that's really more of the kind of way you would hear it. But it's fun to do, and it's really good for conditioning the front of the foot to flex itself. Moving on from there, let's take a look at perididdle. So in a perididdle, we're going to take a dig and turn a little bit more. Our foot is going to be in a dig. The knee is bent. You know, we did not do that because it's not safe for the knee. Instead, we bent and pushed forward. Now the toe is raised and it's ready to be pulled back in a spank. And then we're going to step down, weight change right there, and then drop the heel. Other foot is ready. Dig, spank, step, heel, drop. 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 So that's your perididdle. And if we were thinking of this in terms of our fruit syllables, pear, apple, banana, watermelon. Okay, so if we have those, a step would be pear. Pear, 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 pear. A flap would be an apple. standing on it. Apple. And it's finished because I'm standing on it. I finished the whole flap, so that's apple. Also in the South, it's flap, right? Step, brush, those are singles, those are all pairs. Shuffle, flap, those are doubles. Shuffle, stamp. Perididdle, watermelon. So let's look at paradiddles because those can be a little tricky, okay? We want to make sure that when we do this dig, we are still standing. That is not weight bearing. I am able to pick that back up. So let's think of that as an upward ending dig, okay? Dig. A dig doesn't always end upward, but for now we're going to think of it as able to come up because as soon as we do the spank, it's going to come up. Dig, spank. Both of those now happened and our foot is up and it's ready to take weight on a step and then drop the heel. The other foot. Dig, but I'm not standing on that dig. I'm standing back here. I can pick it up if I want to. Spank, pull back, the knee bends and the knee comes up. So I say pull back, but I don't mean this. I mean pull the toes back, but lift the knee. So you came up. That way, when you bring it down for that step, you're in line with your other leg. So I'm going to turn on the angle so you can see the separation of my feet. So let's try again. This time, let's start over here on this side. Ready, here we go. Dig, spank, bring it up. Step, take it down. You're standing on that foot, drop the heel. Other side. Dig, spank, bring it up. Stand on that foot. My weight is already there. Drop the heel. Dig, spank, step, 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 heel. Watermelon. All right, nice. I'm guessing that you did that beautifully. So you can see that that's something that we could build on and it's going to make some interesting sounds. So as you start to practice that and maybe speed it up a little bit, you can hear some really nice little patterns start to happen. All right, now, so we practiced the shuffle ball change combo, and we're going to keep that. We're going to keep working on that. And we practiced the our paradiddles. Let's take a look at a flap with a ball change. So we already know ball change is a step and a step. When we did our shuffle ball change, we kind of bring it behind us when we do that. So there's this like little rock step happening. Most of the time for a flat ball change, the ball change is going to happen in front of us. Flap is a brush step. I'm now standing on this foot. This one is ready for ball change. Ball change. So I'm moving forward. Flap, ball change. Flap, ball change. Flap, ball change. I don't have to move forward, but it's easier while we're learning it. So just back up and we'll try it again. Let's start with this leg this time. Ready? Here we go. Flap, rock, step. Flap, step, step. Brush, step, step, step. Flap, ball, change. Picking up where you want to go. All right, so got a little silly. That's our flat ball change. I will tell you right now that flat ball change is not as easy as it looks. So if you struggled with that, if you can't quite get the feet just right, finish out the rest of the class, go back and look at that part, or you can take a look again at it right now, but your brain might need to process it a little bit. Before we move on, I just want to remind you about where the weight changes on that. Why our change is kind of hard is because there's 3 weight changes in one of the combos. Brush, there's no weight change there, but here's the first weight change is on the step. And then we change our weight again on the other step. And then we change our weight again on a stamp, and that's the final weight change. Now we're ready to go to the other foot. Brush, step, step, and stamp. Brush, step, step, stamp. Brush, step, step, stamp. Brush, step. All right, nice. Very good. We're just making all kinds of progress today, aren't we? Let's see, what else have we been working on? Oh, I know, the dig, drop combo. So a lot of times you're going to hear things in tap dance like double, triple. We use that a lot, single, double, triple, and as we start learning more things, you're going to hear more about that. So there's some doubles that are going to happen in this combo. I'm going to start over here so that you can see how this is going to work. I'm going to go on a diagonal. And I'll start with this leg. We take our heel dig, and partial weight is here. I'm kind of standing on both legs. But when I take the drop, I've completely changed my weight. Now you can take all the weight here. You can go ahead and stand in that and take the drop. And when we're moving, when we're doing this quickly, it's going to really not make a big difference. But if we start adding on other things, it's going to be important as to where we're standing. So for now, we're just going to make it standing on 2 feet on this dig. On the drop, we already changed weight. Now we're ready for this foot to go. Dig, drop. Now we're going to take 2 heel digs and we're going to balance on our heels. Dig, dig, drop, drop. Again, dig, dig, drop, drop. That's the whole pattern. Now you know that in tap dance, if you can say it, you can do it. Dig, drop, dig, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop. That's what this one is. All right, ready? So you have to say that and do the boogie while you do it. I'm just kidding. All right, ready? Here we go. Say it in your head. Dig, drop, dig, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop. So to avoid falling back like I did, you can hinge a little bit and be a little forward. And in tap dance, we really do always dance a little bit forward with our center in the climb. But while we're learning this one particularly, we may want to hinge a little bit more than usual. So let's do all that again. Dig, drop, dig, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop. Now I just finished with this right foot, or excuse me, the foot that's on this side. My weight is on this foot. So what foot is available when it's time to move back? This foot. It's going to be awfully difficult to move this one back. So let's take a look at how that's going to happen. Go ahead and start with feet a little closer together so we can really get the feel for this. We're going to soften the knees and hinge forward. We're going to rock and chair this foot because it was this guy's turn to go, right? So we're going to spank to pull back and then take a step and a heel. That's not right. Disregard the spank. Sorry, I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't feel right. Rewind, edit. I'm not really going to edit this, so you're going to hear that. We do a step, heel instead. Step, heel, drop. Step, heel, drop. Just 2. Step, heel, step, heel. Now we're going to do the cramp roll that we learned a little bit ago. Step, step, heel, heel. Step, step, heel, heel. Step, heel, step, heel, step, step, heel, heel, step, step, heel, heel. So it's just the same pattern in reverse. Let's do it all together. I'm going to do it right this time. Ready? Starting with this leg this time. Here we go. Dig, drop, dig, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, drop, dig, drop, dig, dig, drop. got to go with this one because I'm standing on this side right now. Step, heel, step, heel, step, step, heel, heel, step, step, heel, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, step, heel, heel, step, step, heel, heel. Now, I'm going to change corners, and you can if you want to, but we're changing feet. Now, this leg's going to go first. Same thing. Dig, drop, dig, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, drop, dig, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop, dig, dig, drop, drop. Take it back. Step, heel, step, heel, step, step, heel, heel. Right. Yay. Very nice. Those are all the skills that we're going to work on for this class. And then we'll have some new things to work on when we come back from our leave. And then I'll have another video coming to you very soon also. So keep practicing, and I will see you soon.